Hey, and welcome back to Miss Kitty's Wild West Adventures. Today we're diving into a tale so twisted it could make a rattlesnake tie itself in knots. A love triangle, a double funeral, and a cemetery so cursed folks wouldn't bury their worst enemies there. Saddle up, partners, because this one's a doozy. Our story unfolds in the summer of 1878, when Richard and Agnes Elizabeth, or Lizzie, King rode into Bonanza, Idaho, fresh from Bodie, California. Richard was a real estate man, while Lizzie, a golden-haired beauty, opened the Arcade Billiard Saloon and the Yankee Fork Dance Hall. The Kings quickly became close friends with Charles Franklin, Bonanza's founder and owner of the Franklin House. Lizzie and Franklin spent considerable time together, sometimes without Richard. Richard's business partnership with William Dillon soured when Dillon allegedly sold land that didn't belong to him. On July 14, 1879, during a heated argument, Dillon shot and killed Richard. Dillon was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Lizzie, with Franklin's help, selected a burial plot for Richard on a hillside recently designated as Bonanza's new cemetery, making Richard its first occupant. Franklin, harboring hopes of marrying Lizzie, purchased 2 additional plots beside Richard's grave, one for himself and one for Lizzie. He began openly courting her, and rumors of their impending marriage swirled. However, on August 11, 1880, Lizzie suddenly married Robert Hawthorne, a dealer at her saloon. Just 6 days later, on August 17th, both Lizzie and Robert were found dead at her dance hall. Franklin buried the newlyweds next to Richard King. Notably, Lizzie's grave marker omitted her newly married name and, instead of listing her date of death, displayed her marriage date. Although suspicion swirled around Charles Franklin, he was never arrested. However, at least one contemporary newspaper hinted at a darker truth, that the deaths of Lizzie and Robert Hawthorne may have been a murder-suicide. Whether fueled by jealousy, heartbreak, or something more sinister, the details remain murky. Franklin eventually left Bonanza and moved to a placer claim near Stanley, Idaho. Years later, Franklin was found dead in his cabin, clutching a gold locket containing Lizzie's photo. He was buried near his cabin, miles away from the cemetery where Lizzie rested between her 2 husbands. The Boot Hill Cemetery in Bonanza, Idaho, became the final resting place of only 3 individuals: Richard King, Lizzie King Hawthorne, and Robert Hawthorne. The tragic and mysterious circumstances surrounding their deaths led to local lore suggesting the area was cursed, contributing to the cemetery's abandonment. Adding to the legend, Clarence E. Eddy, known as Idaho's poet-prospector, penned the ballad "The Grave of Lizzie King" in 1902, believed to be based on this very story. Well, folks, that's the haunting tale of Lizzie King and the cursed Boot Hill of Bonanza, a story of love, betrayal, and mystery that still echoes through the Idaho hills. If you enjoyed this tale from the Wild West, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss a single adventure. In the meantime, I'll catch you on down the trail.
By a lonely western valley, on the hill lies Lizzie King, while the years were silent.